9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello, folks, and welcome to Quiz Night America. Hello, everybody. We are here. We are live with you tonight here at Q&A.thetrivialist.com, and of course, streaming on Twitch, on YouTube, on Facebook, or maybe you're listening to us later in a podcast on your favorite podcast app of choice. That's all great. My name is Jason Lennerman. I'm one of your hosts for the evening. We have just 4 incredible rounds of trivia for you tonight, along with some great guests. It's going to be a blast. But as always, I have the honor of making the first introduction of the evening. He is a gentleman. He is a scholar. He enjoys Scotch, I believe. And he is my co-host. His name is Cullen Shaw. Hello, Cullen.
Hello, Jason. I do
friend?
enjoy Scotch. I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. It's Tuesday. It's a great day. It's Quiz Night America. What could be bad?
Nothing. I didn't notice last week, but in the background, for those of you that are watching this, Jason has a wonderful display of medals. But I noticed in the upper right-hand corner a trophy that might belong to NYC Karaoke League. My eagle eye.
Oh, my championship karaoke trophies? Is that what you wanted to talk about?
Yeah, I wanted to compare that to your running medals. I assume those are from various road races.
Most of them are my fiance's, I'll be honest with you, but a few of them are mine, yes.
Excellent.
This is my New York City Karaoke League Season 22 Winners Trophy. It has a microphone on the top for those who can't see. I also have a second trophy for best group performance, where I sang 500 Miles by the Proclaimers.
Excellent. It's actually called I'm Gonna Be, if
I'm
we're being
gonna be
technical here. If we're going to do a little trivia miles today. So excellent. And usually karaoke teams have clever team names. What was your team name that season?
Our team name that season was St. Elmo's Choir.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
We have some amazing guests today. Here for our second episode ever of Quiz Night America, and I'd like to bring up our first guest, if I may.
Please.
She is known as the Skinny Pig. Her name is Dara Pollak, and we are so excited to have her today. Dara, if I may, I'll read. So you were born and raised in New York. You're a former ballet dancer. You're a professional writer. You had a car accident where you nearly lost your leg. It forced you to give up on your dreams of being a ballet dancer. You then graduated from FIT with a Bachelor of Science degree in advertising and marketing communication. But eventually, I love this line, but eventually realized that your passion for fashion was not as strong as your passion for bacon. Although I feel maybe an opportunity, you're aching for bacon, but that's the dad joke inside. But Dara, welcome to Quiz Night America. How are you?
Thank you. I'm good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm still laughing at St. Elmo's Choir. That is fantastic.
Thank you. That is.
I love a good pun, so that was great. But yeah, I'm good. Hanging in there. How are you guys?
Doing great.
Well,
doing even better now that you're here with us.
Oh, shucks. Thanks.
So we normally jump into some trivia, and then we'll do some chatting in between rounds and catch up and see what you're working on and what you're thinking about in the trivia world, what you're thinking about in the food world, and all of that. Sure. But we're just really excited to have you here. I was hoping to have something delicious to eat during this, but you shouldn't really eat during a podcast.
Yeah, no, it's not a good idea.
But our next guest is we're the Trivialist. We have the Skinny Pig, and I'd like to bring on the Crafttender, Mr. Andrew White. Welcome to Quiz Night America. Andrew, how are you?
I'm well. I'm unmuted. I'm allowed to talk now. In the corner, the corner of shame. I'm good.
The corner of shame. So Andrew White joins us. The Crafttender is a full-service specialty cocktail provider for private and social functions in and around the New York City area, with a strong emphasis on using handmade, locally sourced organic ingredients for our unique drinks, or his unique drinks rather. Andrew, what are you drinking these days? What what are you not drinking these days?
So quick side note on me. I was selling booze like about a year ago, and they gave me samples for every product, which was about 500 products. So over the course of a year leading up to that, I had basically 500 bottles, or that's probably an overestimation. It's probably 250, probably had samples of half. At the beginning of the pandemic, I thought, this is going to last me forever. I had like 3 handles of gin. I've had to rebuy a lot. So tonight I'm drinking Topo Chico and just hydrating right now.
Yeah, right before we went live, I realized I had nothing to drink nearby and sprinted upstairs to grab a glass of water, so I wouldn't be parched during this wonderful trivia game.
I have my home bar set up, so I'm ready whenever I need to.
Well, that doesn't help any of us, but
I
it's
have
good to
some cool
see.
dulcet tones if you would like them, as I hold up my trophy again.
Yeah, I felt there was a tie-in between 500 miles and 500 bottles, and I was going to sing the song, but you never know what gets flagged these days. But the Proclaimers, I love your music, or at least I love that song. All right, well, those of you joining us live, this is an interactive podcast, so those listening later on, we will have an answer sheet for you to use, but we thought it'd be really cool to have a podcast that you could play along to live. So if you're watching this, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube or Facebook, you can head to Q&A.thetrivialist.com. That's where our live answer sheet happens for our live audience. The questions and answers, well, the questions pop up there. You provide the answers, and we let you know how you did. So we're going to play 4 rounds today. We're about 10 minutes in. I think now is the time to jump in to trivia. So 4 rounds. There's going to be 8 questions per round. But we're going to close out each round with a 3-point question. So that means 10 points per round, 40 total points. If you have a perfect score, you score 40. You don't need to be perfect today. You just need to have fun. So again, great to be with Jason here. Welcome, Dara. Welcome, Andrew. Let's play a little Quiz Night America. Okay, so here we go. We are going to start our game, our opening round today in honor of our second guest, Andrew. We are going to talk about fictional bars, and it's going to be a fictional bar crawl. So I think the first one will probably be easy for people and ease you into it. But I'm going to name a location, a drinking buddy, and then a beverage. And then you need to identify the bar, all right? So you're not going to identify the show. You're going to identify the bar in that show. This would be TV or movies. I think it's going to make a lot of sense once you see this first one. So here we go. Question number 1 tonight in our bar round. Your location is Springfield, USA. Your drinking buddy is Barney Gumble, and your drink is Duff Beer. Let us know. And please, if you are playing along live, you will hit the submit button. So go ahead. Best of luck. The location is Springfield, USA. Your drinking buddy is Barney Gumble, and your drink is Duff Beer. You have 15 seconds.
And yeah, just to emphasize again, please hit that submit button after every single question tonight. Type in your answer, choose a multiple choice. Whatever the case, hit that submit button.
And Jason, I do not see the timer going.
The timer is done, in fact.
Oh, excellent.
You were just too fast. You answered the question and didn't even see it.
Right. Well, I can't play my own round, so I will get a 0 on this round. But all right. So our answer there is, of course, Moe's Tavern. Moe's Tavern is the answer. So we're looking for the bar. The bar is Springfield. We got Mo. We got prank calls. We have Moe's Tavern. Let's move in to question number 2. Question number 2 in our fictional bar crawl. We have Philadelphia. Your drinking buddy is Frank Reynolds, and your drink is Fight Milk. Fight Milk. So Philadelphia, Frank Reynolds, and Fight Milk. What do you think? And again, for those playing along live, I can see in the Twitch chat, if somebody says, hey, does just Moe's count? We would accept Moe's. So, and we have the ability to do a little regrading. So Jason, our scorekeeper for round number 1, will be sure to check that. So your answer to the second one, Philadelphia. The show, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And the bar is Patty's Pub. Patty's Pub. Well done to those teams. I like that we have, so our live teams, we have the Crafttender doing very well, Andrew, and the Crafttenderer, I guess someone taking care of you, and Squirtle Squad, welcome to the game, 2 points apiece for you. Here we go. Number 3.
Squirtle Squad.
Oh wait, guys, just quick question. I was not able to type in the answer for some reason. I don't know why. What did I do wrong?
Did you know it was Patty's Pub?
Yeah, I actually did, which is annoying, but yeah.
We'll check that. Do you watch the show, Dara?
My ex-boyfriend forced me to watch it, but it was actually pretty good, I have to admit. So that was the only reason I knew it.
Excellent. Yeah, it's I haven't watched it in a while, but I think it's one of those that I'll get back into. Andrew, do you watch It's Always Sunny?
I've seen every episode at least twice. I love it.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah, I'm not that hardcore with it.
Trivia for Jason and everybody else. It's the longest running live program in prime time ever. Live, not The Simpsons.
Right. Yeah, they're on like season 18 or 19 now or something like that.
They're signed through like season 19 now. Yeah.
Wow.
They've greenlit it like another 2 years. It premiered in like 2004.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't know it was running for that long.
Yeah.
All right, Jason, cue up question number 3. Let's see that pop in there. There we go. Okay, so again, you those playing at home, you can click the submit answers. You should now have the ability to type it in. Your location is Tatooine. Your drinking buddy is Han Solo. And drink, there's no time to drink. You are here to hire a pilot. What's the name of that drinking establishment? You may be able to get the location as well within Tatooine. We would accept that.
I have no idea what this is.
I spent a lot of time on Google. So in one of the recent Star Wars movies, Luke drinks some kind of blue drink. I was hoping that was alcoholic. I was trying to find a little. We had our fight milk earlier, so blue milk would have been nice.
Right.
But there wasn't a lot of drinking, I guess, in that episode. So anyway, it's Mos Eisley or the Cantina. I can't do the whole music thing. Get myself in trouble. My wife is in music licensing. So Mos Eisley is the location. Here we are. Question number 4. We're going to go to New York City. Your drinking buddy, this one might be a little tough. It's the bar's owner, and the bar's owner is a gentleman named Steve Brady. Steve Brady. And this would be your clue to think about it. It's the Cosmopolitan. The Cosmopolitan is the drink. The bar, Steve Brady owns it, and you're in New York City. I think you can think of the show.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
All right. And so your answer, of course, from Sex and the City, this is Scout. Scout is your answer. All right.
That was a tough one. It looks like only 2 teams got that one right.
Well, out of the nailed it in the chat, I think I know which teams they were.
I was like, I can't be the only basic bitch here. That can't be right.
Oh, yeah, I would like to be one as well. All right, our location, we're heading to, well, I think you'll know this universe. The location is Hogsmeade. Your drinking buddy is the bartender, Rosemerta, and your drink is butterbeer. Can you name that drinking establishment located in Hogsmeade? The drinking buddy is the bartender, Rosemerta, and your drink of choice is butterbeer.
Oh, the answers are flying in for this one.
I have no idea. I took a wild stab, but
I believe in you, Dara. I know you've got this.
I'm glad somebody does. I really appreciate that.
All right. So our universe there, it's the Harry Potter universe, and the drinking establishment is the Three Broomsticks. The Three Broomsticks.
Damn it.
Damn it! I couldn't remember it was.
I don't know anything about that, but I remember somebody saying something about Hogshead once, or am I making that? I don't know.
Hogsmeade is the town that it's in.
No, there is another bar.
Hogshead.
Yeah, and I think it's Hogshead. As
Yeah.
a skinny pig would know about how. I think it's the seedier bar in town. It's the dive bar in the Harry Potter universe. And we all love a good dive bar.
Yeah.
All right. Question number 6 in our fictional bar crawl. We're going to go back to New York City. Your drinking buddy. We've got another Barney, but this time it's Barney Stinson, and the drink is expensive scotch. New York City, Barney Stinson, expensive scotch. What is the name of the bar?
I know this one.
Oh, I know this bar. I don't. This is so annoying.
McGee's Pub. McGee's Pub is the bar that it's based on.
Did we have my 27th birthday there?
I'm never going to remember this.
Right. Yeah, I would never remember your 27th birthday, Andrew.
I think it was my first birthday in the city. That's why I asked.
Yeah, maybe.
So is
your
that the
answer,
the wing special?
No, you're thinking of a different Mac bar. You're thinking of Maclear's Pub. So it's McLaren's Pub.
Oh my
McLaren's
God,
Pub
I knew that.
is the bar from How I Met Your Mother.
I was like, it's after car. Why can't I think of this? Oh my God, I'm so angry. Okay.
You and I had some fun times at McGee's, though, because I used to live across the street from McGee's.
Yes, you did.
I never planned to meet you there, but I always ended up running into you there after you were done playing Frisbee or kickball.
Right. Yeah. When not organizing trivia nights, I would organize kickball leagues, and our after drinking location was McGee's Pub. And they put us up on the 3rd floor so as to not mess with the How I Met Your Mother displays or anything like that. You can't trust a bunch of socially active kickball players. And yeah, that's the word. And Jason would meet me from time to time afterwards. And there was karaoke across the street. Man, I miss going out in New York City. I miss it. Soon. All right. Soon. Our next one is Boston is the location. Your drinking buddy is Norm Peterson. And what is he drinking? How about a cold pint of beer? Boston, Massachusetts. Norm Peterson and a cold pint of beer. What is the name of that bar?
I made it a quarantine decision to watch through this show when it was on Netflix. Oh. And I made it almost all the way through the last season.
I'm a huge Frasier fan, so
I am also a huge Frasier fan. Yeah. And I'm a huge fan of Mike Schur's shows of Parks and Rec and The Good Place. And he says that it's the best sitcom ever made.
Really? So, Cheers? I like Cheers, but not nearly as much as Frasier. Not nearly as much.
I can't say one way or the other. I think they're like very different types of sitcoms.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, he says Cheers is his favorite sitcom, and so I had to give it a shot.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's okay if you like good sitcoms, I guess.
Right.
Yeah. Colin, I guess
your answer.
Giving that one away. Cheers.
I know.
Cheers. Yeah.
Sorry, I realized that.
No, it's fine. The timer had already ended, so we were good.
Okay.
We're getting a little meh in the chat. I don't know how some of you feel about Cheers, but Jason sure liked most of it.
That might be somebody who had to sit here with me as I watched all of Cheers. That might be inspiring that reaction.
Right. Well,
I love you, Lexi.
Right. Final question of our fictional bar crawl. This one is the 3-point question. Question number 8. The location is Deadwood, South Dakota. Your drinking buddy is Al Swearingen, and your drink is a shot of whiskey. Now, remember, this is fictional bar crawl. There is a real life bar in Deadwood. That's not what the fictional one is called. That is a little clue, I guess, for your 3-point. If you can name the bar in the show. Andrew, you like this show, or at least
I love this show, but
I fucking
can't remember the name of it.
Yeah.
Pardon me, am I allowed to cuss?
I think so.
It's the internet.
Right. All right. Well, your answer there, the drinking establishment, is the Gem. The Gem is Al Swearengen's bar in Deadwood, the HBO show, and I guess the movie as well. So thus completes round number 1. Well done, Squirtle Squad. Getting it done with 6 points thus far. Jason with 5, Crafttender and the Crafttenderer with 5 points. Banana Phones, 5 points as well. Let's move right into round number 2. And then, Dara, we'll have a little conversation about food in New York City and all of that after our next 8 questions.
Perfect.
Yeah,
Jason, over to you.
Oh, thank you. Round number 2 is, in fact, all about food. So what a perfect thing to talk about before we move into that conversation. Here we go. Question number 1 in round number 2. When the quintessential New York food meets social media, you get Pizza Rat. In what year did a video of a New York City rat carrying a pizza slice down the subway stairs go viral? I'm looking for that exact year. Your timer is running. I remember this one well because it was when I got my first job in social media.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about this one. I have an idea, but it's like I remember it well, but year-wise, I mean, forget it now too. All the days blend together, so.
Every year is still 2020 somehow.
Yeah. I'm like, I don't remember what I did last week. You think I'm going to remember Pizza Rat? But, you know.
Well, if you did, you would be remembering 6 years ago because Pizza Rat was in 2015.
Wow.
So close.
I know. Well done to the teams that got that. 38% of people playing tonight. Here's question number 2. There are said to be 5 mother sauces in French cuisine. A classic tomato sauce, velouté, bechamel, espagnole, and what sauce made from clarified butter and egg yolks that you might have when you order Eggs Benedict? What is the name of that sauce?
I did a takeout recently for brunch, and everything arrived for my family except for my Benedict. And that was pretty sad.
That's a good order for delivery. That's a bold move by you.
Well, I know. I had a lot of scrambled eggs, and it's one of those that I don't trust myself to make. And the sauce is always anyway.
Oh yeah, it's tough. It's very tough.
But the universe did let me know it was a bad decision.
Yeah, it doesn't necessarily travel well, but I respect it.
Right.
So, Cullen, what sauce was that you couldn't have possibly made at home? What's the name of it?
That would be the hollandaise sauce.
Correct. That is a hollandaise sauce. We got a lot of brunch fans in the house. 81% of teams getting that correct.
You mean it's not eggy yummy sauce?
It's not eggy yummy sauce, but I was just about to call that out. So
that's me.
Well done, Andrew.
Nice.
Question number 3 is multiple choice. While restaurant legend Marcus Samuelsson was raised in Sweden, he was born in Ethiopia. This journey led him to his success at Red Rooster and other ventures. Do you know the capital of Ethiopia? And you'll please have to excuse my butchering of pronunciation, but is the capital of Ethiopia Kampala, Addis Ababa, Nairobi, or Mogadishu? The timer is started. And don't forget, even for multiple choice, you need to hit that submit answer button. All right, we are locked in. Question number 3. The capital of Ethiopia is Addis Ababa. And 69% of players getting that one right. So cheers, everybody. I went to Northwestern University for my undergrad, and my favorite restaurant in all of Evanston, Illinois, is an Ethiopian place called Addis Ababa, which was like just far away enough from campus that if you went there, you wouldn't run into anybody. But still a nice walk. And that's where I learned to eat Ethiopian food, and it is my favorite.
Yeah, it's delicious.
It is so delicious.
I feel like they don't have enough of that here, actually, or maybe I'm just not looking in the right places. But
there was a pretty. I feel like there was a lot of African cuisine up in like Harlem, where I used to live. And there was one Ethiopian place. I was there for just under a year, and I never tried it, and I have so many regrets. And one day I will go back and find it and try it, and everything will be wonderful.
Right.
All right, let's move on to question number 4. Food Network star Ree Drummond is better known as this, the name of her show. What is the alias that she goes by on the Food Network?
I have a fun story about that one, so I don't accidentally give it away.
We've got about 3 seconds left, and then you can say anything you like.
There you go. I actually used to work when I was in ad sales. I worked at an ad network that sold ad space on her blog, actually, before she became big. Fun fact.
Oh. Mm-hmm. You're like so I'll reveal the answer now. It's the pioneer woman, but you're like a pioneer woman hipster.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew her
I
before
liked her before it was cool. Yeah. Exactly. Yep.
Question number 5 in this roundabout food is multiple choice. Which of the following is not a book by Anthony Bourdain? Is it The Nasty Bits, Kitchen Confidential, Humble Pie, or Medium Raw? And remember, again, please hit that submit button even for multiple choice answers. We had a good question in Twitch about our mother sauces. Mama Mia wants to know if bechamel is flour, milk, and cheese. It's not. It doesn't contain cheese. When you add cheese to a bechamel, it becomes a Mornay sauce. Mm-hmm. But a bechamel is just
flour, butter,
and essentially a roux with milk in it.
Yeah,
and some other seasonings. It's question. Delicious. It sounds delicious.
So good.
So good.
Question number 6. Oh, the answer to number 5, by the way. Let's go over that first. Is Humble Pie. More than half of our team's getting that one right. And it's Gordon Ramsay's 1980 autobiography. So before he was a world-renowned chef, he was still a very famous English soccer player, and this was his rags to riches story that he told. Question number 6 in our food round out of 8. Sola El Wiley and Rick Martinez gained notoriety on YouTube for their work in the Bon Appetit Test Kitchen, but now work with Andrew Ray, the creator of what popular YouTube cooking channel?
I know one YouTube cooking channel, so that's the one I'm going with.
Okay.
I'm like, I don't know this. I'm like, I know Bon Appetit.
Well, I was going to say, I'll give you a hint. It's not Bon Appetit.
Yeah, exactly. I was like, well, it can't be that. Yeah, I have no idea.
The timer has run out. So this is a channel that Andrew started, not this Andrew, but Andrew Ray started, where he recreates dishes from movies, TV shows, and pop culture. And he's gained notoriety. He's written cookbooks, and the channel was called Binging with Babish. We did accept if you took that. It's now called the Babish Cinematic Universe. Since he added Sola.
Okay, I remember that now. He was on the Chef Show.
Sure.
He was on the Chef Show with John. I remember seeing it.
Got it. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. So Sola is on the show. She has her own on the channel, she has her own show called Stump Solo, where she does various challenges, like trying to cook things over an 1800s cast iron pot.
Oh my God.
And Rick just announced that he's doing a show that he announced on Instagram that he was filming a trailer for it. So that is eventually coming, but it hasn't launched yet. Question number 7. Which founding father is thought to have helped popularize macaroni and cheese in the U.S. by serving it for dinner in the White House? Is it George Washington, John Adams, Thomas Jefferson, or James Madison? So the first 4 presidents helped to popularize macaroni and cheese.
Question is the song correct?
Which song is that?
I'm thinking Yankee Doodle Dandy.
And so what would the correct answer be then?
I went with George Washington because that's what I thought it was a reference to.
Oh, damn it. I clicked it and it didn't go through. Sorry. Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
I'll take the loss. It's fine.
It's not George Washington, actually. It's Thomas Jefferson. Because he was an ambassador to France and spent so much time in Europe, he was introduced to macaroni. And so he didn't invent it. He is not the one who brought it to the United States, but he's credited with helping to popularize the dish.
Huh. Fancy that.
Yeah, so Kraft has Thomas Jefferson to thank for that. And question number 8, the final question of this round. Making cheese isn't difficult. All you need is milk and what substance? A set of enzymes that curdle milk's casein proteins, turning into solid curds and liquid whey. What is the name of that set of enzymes that you need to make cheese from milk?
I think I know this. I wrote a whole thing on this process a couple years back on my blog. I'm taking a stab, hoping that I'm right.
You can do it. Pull it from the recesses of your mind. It's worth 3 points.
What I just did. I was like, I think it's this. But yeah. Of course, now I'm second guessing it, but oh well.
So what do you think it is?
The timer's stopped, I assume.
Timer has stopped.
It's like Rennet. Is that it?
That's it. Well done.
Research pays off. Okay, great.
About a quarter of our players getting that. So at the end of round number 2, let's take a look at our scores. It's not a brag. It's just a fact. I'm in first place right now. But close behind is Squirtle Squad with 14 points, tied with Banana Phones on Team Jason and Team Cullen, respectively. Dara, you're in 4th place with 10 points.
That's only because this was a food round, guys. Do not be fooled. I am not good at trivia.
We have a bunch of teams then tied for 5th with 7 points, 9th with 6 points, and so on. It's turning out to be a competitive night, though, and I am having a lot of fun. But Cullen, I believe you have some questions for Dara.
I do. I have a few questions, and we can go from there. But so I know that you're someone that writes reviews for restaurants, and I wanted to see how you handled the pandemic. Did you make more food at home? Did you do a lot of takeout? Did you continue reviewing? Did you do what I did, which was eat entire sleeves of Oreo cookies?
Yes. Well, in terms of handling the pandemic, is not well an answer.
It's the only acceptable answer. But with regards to the restaurants and all of that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I do social media for restaurants as well. So I lost all of my clients. I had like 8 before this happened, and I lost literally every single one of them in the span of about 4 days after the shutdown. So it was kind of a nightmare on that front, obviously. But then, I mean, I did do a lot of takeout. I did do a lot of cooking at home. I felt like I was just one of those people that like still wanted to support restaurants in some ways. So I felt like, well, this is a way to do it because, you know, now we've got some indoor dining back, but it's like when it rains, they don't make money, you know? So it was just like, I felt like if I could support in that way, that's what I would do. But definitely the cooking went up a lot. I made the banana bread, I did all the things you were supposed to do. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Jason and I also work for NYC Trivia League, and we had 120 locations around the city one morning and then 0 the next morning. And it was, it's been, I think, tough to deal with, but it's more been the, like, what is it going to look like when it comes back? And then also just seeing those businesses slowly go out of business.
It
has been really sad and difficult to see.
Yeah, it's really sad. Although I will say I did play a lot of trivia over the summer. Again, not well by any means, but I did do a lot of that with my ex-boyfriend now. But his friends were very into trivia. So like we did it a lot through, I think, was it I think it might have been, unless you guys didn't put this online yet.
This show wasn't online, but we have a pretty big base of New York City teams. So
yeah, that's what I mean.
We hope that you played.
Yeah.
My other question is, I see that you travel and blog about a city's food. What is next, or what is first on the list of places to travel and cuisines to enjoy? Where is the world going to take you?
Yeah, that is actually a great question. It's weird. I've been thinking about that. The initial first answer is always just gonna be like Miami because it's close and like I have friends who live there, and but I really do want to get back to California. Like I want to get to San Diego. I haven't been there since I was a child. Like I don't remember it, and I hear the weather is lovely. And if you're in New York, I think anybody would be like yearning for warm weather at this point. So I kind of would like to go someplace warm. And internationally, I was supposed to go to Greece over the summer in 2020. Obviously that didn't happen. I was supposed to go to Italy. Places I've been though, but I want to revisit them. It's been a while. So I'm hoping that I can get back to those places sometime soon.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm actually signing in from San Diego right now, and I can tell you that the weather's terrible. It's
really
awful.
Come
it's
on.
Not. So my wife's family is in San Diego, so we came out here with our 2 kids, and
nice.
But we're coming back to New York next month, and we're excited.
All right. Well, that's.
But anyway, we're not enjoying the food scene as much as we could be. We still need restaurants to open. California is similar to New York with so much closed.
Right.
All right. So let's do another round of trivia. This is our wordplay round, where we're going to combine 2 clues into a common answer. So, for instance, if I were to say, "Hey, we've got a doctor in Seattle that likes to enjoy a cocktail that involves grapefruit juice and gin or vodka." Andrew, I'm sure you could tell us what cocktail has grapefruit juice and gin or vodka. I think you would normally make it with vodka. And then a Seattle doctor. So if you combine those 2 things, Andrew, can you figure that one out? Or Dara?
It's the Greyhound is what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I was, but.
And then Cullen should say a fictional doctor.
A fictional doctor on an ABC show that started in 2005.
The Grey's Anatomy, the Meredith Greyhound.
There you go.
Meredith. The Meredith.
Yeah, the Meredith.
We've got it in the
Greyhound.
chat as well. Well done, Andrew. Well done, Meglet.
Oh, this is tough. Okay,
so we combine
some real head scratching.
Yeah,
the clues will be better delivered than that one. That was.
Fair enough.
It was not. I know people were curious. It was not Frasier Cranehound.
Yeah,
that was where my mind went. To be fair, I'm with Mamma Mia on that one. I was like, Frasier Cranehound.
A different Seattle doctor.
Right.
It should have been, she says.
When you said 2005, I was like, well, that Frasier did not start in 2005, so that makes sense. Okay.
All right. So I'll try my best not to butcher this round. Before and after, food and drink. So we're combining, Dara, your food, Andrew, the drink, to have a show here to have our round. Question number 1 is a spreadable product that Fabio was the spokesman for, and it can now be found in liquid form at the Leaky Cauldron or the Three Broomsticks and the Harry Potterverse. So we talked about this already. A little Harry Potter callback. Spreadable product that Fabio was spokesman for, and then a liquid Leaky Cauldron or the Three Broomsticks and the Harry Potterverse.
I like
Your
that one.
answer. I feel like I should do it with his accent, but it'll sound like a really bad Arnold Schwarzenegger, or an incredibly great Christopher Walken. It'll be somewhere in there, but it's I can't believe it's not butter beer.
Yes.
I can't believe it's not butter beer. Is your answer the spreadable product? I think I would enjoy that. You know, I'd spread that over my morning toast. All right, question number 2. This whiskey was said to be the preferred spirit for Chuck Norris while filming 8 seasons of his well-known 90s television show. This whiskey was said to be the preferred spirit of Chuck Norris while filming 8 seasons of his well-known 90s television show. I think we got some momentum here. I'm hearing some typing from Andrew, I think.
Yeah, I got it. I guess I'm going with this one too. I don't know. I'm feeling weirdly confident about this.
And
I didn't know that he liked this drink, if that's a fact, but go ahead.
It's none of these are facts. We make them up for the wordplay.
Nice.
Your answer is Johnny Walker, Texas Ranger. Johnny Walker, Texas Ranger, Walker, Texas Ranger.
So proud of me.
Mr. Chuck Norris. Well done to those getting that one. Question number 3 in our before and after round. Piper Chapman finally gets out of prison and joins up with the Will.I.am and Al D. I'm totally messed that up. Help me, Jason.
Apple the app.
Thank you.
How old am I?
Apple D. App, yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know.
Will.I.am and Apple D. App to form what new music group?
Other than Will.I.am, I literally have no idea who these people are. So I'm just gonna sit this one out.
And your answer, it is Orange is the New
Hold
Black.
on, Colin. We do have a timer.
This is the problem. I'm reading from something that does not have the timer, and I'm not helping
you're
myself or anybody.
Orange is the new black. What?
Eyed peas, black-eyed peas. The animals. So Orange is the New Black-Eyed Peas is your answer. Piper Chapman, a character from that Netflix series, and Will.I.am Black-Eyed Peas.
Yeah.
I like question number 4. We're going to stick with a little music here. Alicia Keys only needed 1 sip of cinnamon-flavored whiskey for the inspiration to write a hit song in 2012.
She had a song out in 2012.
She did, and it was a hit.
Yeah.
It was a hit.
Long time.
Cinnamon-flavored whiskey. Remember the years. Remember Pizza Rat? It feels like yesterday. It was a long time ago. The days and the years.
Yeah, I think
they're
also
just
like
bleeding together.
wasn't like Fallen like her first single or whatever, but that was like 2001. I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
This was like a long time ago. Yeah. So
Your answer is Girl on Fireball.
This girl is on Fireball. Does that count?
That absolutely counts.
Would absolutely count.
Perfect.
I've been trying to convince Jason to make fake commercials for this show, and he's already rolling his eyes. And I want Faya to sponsor us with Alicia Keys singing This Girl is on Faya, kind of getting her morning routine going. It's a terrible idea. I have a lot of terrible ideas, but I can't shake this one. So every time I hear this song, I think about yogurt.
Yeah, now I'm going to also. I didn't make that connection before, but now I will. So thank you.
You're very welcome. All right. Question number 5, before and after food and drink. What is the name for food permissible under Muslim dietary laws and may have been featured in a movie musical starring Ryan Gosling and Emma Stone?
Cullen, this is my favorite question of the round.
Oh. Oh, this is tough. Yeah.
I've yet to see this movie. I
did not see the big deal, and I love musicals. I did not understand the hype.
It was Oscar bait, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But it did not deserve to win Best Picture. But
Thank you. Yeah,
I mean, yeah,
it's fine.
It didn't win.
Yeah.
It was Oscar.
It did for just
and then
a minute.
Thrown back into the sea.
Yeah.
Like, all right, your answer.
It was way better.
It was. Well, I can't say it was if I just said I didn't see it, but I am okay with it not winning. And your answer at number 5 is La La Land.
Grown.
Just rolls off the tongue. La La Land.
Oh my God, how did I miss that? I was like, okay, I'm mad at myself.
I could not get that. That's funny. That's clever.
That's great. Yeah, I did not put. I knew La La Land, obviously, but I was like, what could this be?
Yeah.
All right. Question number 6 is a rum-inspired rap name makes a perfect before and after. Okay. I just totally messed that up. There we go.
I got you.
Thank you.
Colin, will you try that one more time for us?
No.
Yeah.
No.
Do it again.
Yeah. So I mentioned earlier that I do. I'm really terrible at impersonations, and that was was basically what they all sound like. You should hear when I try to do a horse. It sounds to everything. I get laughed at a lot by my friends.
Why are you trying to do a horse?
It's. I'm not trying to right now. But it was just.
Thank you for that explanation.
Yeah. You know, there's a time in your life where you do something and then your friends never let you forget it. In this instance, I think it was actually my brother and his wife. I did a horse and I thought in my head that it sounded great and it was terrible. And they, to this day, laugh about it. So anyway, the answer, moving on from this one and my shame, it's Bacardi B. Bacardi B.
Damn it.
All right. Question number 7 in the before and after food and drink round is a children's book about a town where it rains food, which was then made into an HBO series starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. All right. So a children's book about a town where it rains food, which was then made into an HBO series starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I watched a little bit of that show. It felt kind of like Entourage, but if they wore football pads.
People really liked it. I remember. I don't know
It's
how
from the
long
creator
it went on.
It's from the creator of Entourage.
Yeah.
I didn't get to put it in there. I knew it.
I have no idea.
So you're
lost it.
Can I say it?
Go ahead, Andrew.
Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballers.
That's it.
Ding, 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 ding. Well done, Andrew. And our 3-pointer, keeping the sports going. 3-pointer here. Looking for some gin. Ask this comedian whose ma was on his sitcom, which was why have I lost my script? Which might have brought it across the street to her house. So looking for some gin. The comedian says ma, and would have brought it across the street to her house.
I'm like, I have an answer, but I feel like it's reaching. I don't know.
Oh, it's a reach. Don't you worry. It's a reach.
I'm like, okay, maybe I'm right. If I am, I'd be shocked, but also impressed with myself.
It's.
I think I just did air quotes as well for Ma, which doesn't help
Yeah.
anybody that is listening on the podcast. So
I'm both so proud and so ashamed of this question, which is how I know I've done a good job writing it. That's truly the
Barometer.
barometer for a trivia host. Thank you.
Anytime.
All right, Cullen, the timer is up.
so the gin is Tanqueray, and the comedian is Ray Romano. Tanqueray Romano, or Raymond Romano.
I said everybody loves Tanqueray, man.
I'll take that. I'll take
that
that.
right?
That's correct. Yeah.
Okay, great. Yay. Oh man, that's great. Nice.
Excellent.
Work.
Sorry, I was scrolling in my script, and then I lost where I was. So my apologies there to those that needed a bit more from me that round. So that completes round number 3. Squirtle Squad, you have tied our dear friend Jason. You both have 21 points, along with Banana Phones. 21 points, 3-way tie at the top for those playing from home. And Dara, look, 16 points.
All right.
All right. I see that. Has it always been the chicken tender? And I never caught it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I read good.
The craft tender
so-
is in there as well, but there's also the chicken tender.
Excellent.
I
And,
bet that's Matthew Koppel, maybe.
It might be. We've got Meg and Nate. We've got Papas and Friends. We have the Italian Stallions. Where's my cat? Julius Randle, All-Star 2021. Corgi Fam, Emma, Steve Holtz, me, somebody named Hello, and yay! All right.
And Nate and Meg.
So,
You missed Nate and Meg.
well, there's Meg and Nate, and then there's Nate and Meg. So there's.
Oh, I see. I see.
So all right. Thus completes our round. Andrew, I've got some questions for you.
Okay.
So Andrew and I have been friends for like 5 centuries, I think, something like that. It's been a long time.
We're getting closer to 3 decades than 2.
Oh wow.
And so I know a lot about you, but I think something that might be interesting to talk about would be that you've essentially you had this business that was really doing great. You were getting in front of a lot of people, and then the pandemic hit, and you are in that situation where the kids needed some time to help with schooling. So I wanted to see what that's been like for you to kind of take on becoming a teacher and still staying active with social media and all up. How terrible is it?
Let me tell you about my daughter's Harriet Tubman project that I'm working on with her right now, and just how much fun that is. And I'll leave it there. I'll put a pin in it. It's fine. We're all doing the best that we can. I went from having 2 full-time jobs like last February and the first week of March to 1 full-time job until September to 0 full-time jobs, and just doing social media stuff. So it's absolutely insane. But the timing of all that worked out well because I'm just teaching, which is weird. It requires more patience than I was gifted with in my life. So I just have to breathe and move on.
All right. And when I know that you like to travel, is there do you have a destination you are looking forward to getting to soon?
Well, I mean, sadly, let the cat out of the bag. Next year I turn 40, or this year I turn 40. So on my 40th birthday, I plan to take a trip. I was really wanting to go to Japan. That's like top of my list. So I don't know if that'll be the first thing. The first thing might just be see my parents more because they're in Texas. And that's probably it. I mean, there's some guys trips. There's everybody in our friend group that's turning 40 in the next year. So there's lots of things that like that are being circulated, but we'll see.
I am not turning 40, Andrew.
No, you're not.
I refuse to think about that.
You're turning 50.
Oh, all right. Well, yeah. So thank you, both of you, so much for being here. I look forward to as we're all New Yorkers. I think look forward to seeing New York City come back and enjoy the wonderful parts about this city that are highlighted by our food and our drink and the people that make it, the people that talk about it, people that consume it. And so we're happy to be here with you, and we hope to drink and eat with you soon. So we've got one more round, and I think the theme of this round is about that great city. So Jason, take it over.
Yeah, round number 4. Here's the big surprise: is it's about New York City. So these are things to know about New York City. Once it starts to open up again, and we can go explore, people can come to our great, lovely city and experience all of its wonder. Here are some things that you might find helpful or not. That's sort of how trivia works during your stay here. So question number 1. What New York City museum is currently home to Vincent van Gogh's Starry Night and Salvador Dali's The Persistence of Memory? Your choices are the Museum of Modern Art, the Guggenheim, the Whitney, and the Met. But which one is it?
Second guessing myself.
Yeah, I know, me too. I'm like, I was like an art major for a little while, so this will be kind of embarrassing if I got it wrong.
Always go with your first gut. What did your gut tell you it was?
The Met.
Was okay, maybe don't go with your first gut.
I thought it was the MoMA.
Go with Andrew's first guess. It's the MoMA.
MoMA? Really?
Yeah, that's where they are. Just 16% of our team's getting that one.
God damn it.
I walked in and saw Starry Night and left. That's the only thing I ever saw at the MoMA.
That's so weird. They're so old. I would have like modern art like that. That just wouldn't have. Yeah, I didn't make that connection in my brain. Cool. I'll see myself out.
In the relative scale of things, if you think about things that you'll see in a museum, they're pretty modern, right? Both are 20th century pieces.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Okay, moving on.
Question number 2. What are the names of the lion statues situated outside of the New York Public Library in Bryant Park? Are they Patience and Fortitude, Liberty and Justice, Knowledge and Wisdom, or Power and Authority? Please name the lion. Sorry, select the name of the lions. Don't just name the lions. You could name them anything you want.
I was going to say, I can name them anything I want.
I worked at the Bryant Park outdoor bar for 2 years, and it was a lot of fun. Cullen had a lot of fun drinking there.
Another thing I don't remember that much, and I also, except for that, there was a karaoke bar pretty close
on 41st Street.
Yeah, I think another establishment that has closed. Pulse Karaoke. That was a fun place that smelled a lot like French fries at all times, but not French fries that smell good. French fries. Anyway, missed the place. It was fun. It was a fun place to sing.
The answer to question number 2 is Patience and Fortitude. Those are the names of the lions outside the New York Public Library. Question number 3 in our New York City round. What alliterative fast food chain got their start selling food out of a hot dog cart in Madison Square Park?
One of my all-time faves.
Mine too.
So good.
So speaking of locations, close to work and things. So my wife works or previously works near Madison Square Park. We'll see when they return to work. But through that, I would bring my son down and we would eat at this wonderful establishment. It is his go-to fast food, and to the point that
you can name it, Cullen. The timer has ended.
So this is Shake Shack, and he was on a Zoom call with his teachers in his preschool, and they were eating McDonald's. And we just one time in my life I said something negative about McDonald's, and you have to be careful around a kid what they pick up on. And he basically just made them feel so bad for eating McDonald's and not eating Shake Shack. I was in the other room. I was like, oh my goodness, I can't. He's like, I hear McDonald's is terrible.
Oh my God.
No.
I love both. They're just different beasts in my mind. I don't compare the two. It's a weird pet peeve of mine. I'm like,
Yeah.
I don't like people compare them. I'm like, they're different.
I McDonald's fries I will take any day of the week over Shake Shack fries.
Yeah.
So, but you said don't compare them, and then I'm comparing them. So I'm not listening.
Dara and Andrew, if you could create your ideal milkshake that would be served at Shake Shack, what would be in it?
Yeah. I'm gonna sit this one out just because I don't like milkshakes. I know.
Oh, that's a hot I mean, for a cold drink, that's a hot take.
I'll answer for Dara in jest and make sure that it was mint chocolate chip, because that's her all-time least favorite thing. For me, I mean, I love chocolate chip cookie dough. It's like my favorite ice cream. So like, it's got to be a riff on that, maybe with like some caramel swirl and something crunchy like pretzel M&Ms. That's it. That's my favorite milkshake. I just made it. That sounds good.
Pretzel M&Ms are so underrated. Bravo. I approve, actually. It's really good.
It's all about, texture and taste.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And sweet salty, which is always a good combo.
It's chocolate peanut butter though, with Reese's in it. So I'm sorry that you didn't get the answer correct on that trivia question, but yours also sounds quite delicious. I think I would thoroughly enjoy it. Question number 4 in our New York City round. The Brooklyn Dodgers only won one World Series title, defeating the New York Yankees in 1913, 1949, 1955, or 1957. In what year did the Brooklyn Dodgers win their only World Series title?
You've stumped us, Jason.
I've stumped you. Excellent.
No
it's a question that I definitely knew off the top of my head that I did not have to look up at all because I am a huge sports fan. You can tell by the everything about me. I don't know if you saw my karaoke trophies earlier. But the correct answer is 1955. 26% of our teams getting that one right.
That was a random guess on my part. My mom will be so proud of me. She's a Yankees fan.
The Dodgers actually moved to Los Angeles in 1957, in May of 1957. So after the World Series, presumably, but just before they left. And my grandfather was a Dodgers fan, so he never liked the Mets or the Yankees because they weren't the Dodgers. But he would never root for the Dodgers because they abandoned Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Question number 5. The New York City flag is blue, white, and what other color? If you are a soccer fan or know the New York City Football Club, that might be an easy question for you. But otherwise, name a color is basically this question.
Yeah, I think there are other sports teams you could be a fan of in New York City that would absorb this question.
Okay, maybe. Again, a huge sports person right here. So let me say.
Actually made me second guess with the soccer mention. I was like, wait a second, am I right now?
Yeah.
You're still right. It's blue, white, and orange. So you could look at the Mets. You could look at the Knicks.
There you
could
go.
Look at NYCFC. Do you know how the Mets got their colors? Because it is not because of the New York City flag.
Oh, I actually don't think I know that. I thought it was because of the flag.
It's
I
not.
think it'd be because of the Knicks were the same color.
Yeah.
It's also not because the Knicks were the same colors. Cullen, do you know this one?
I don't. I mean, I feel that the Mets, so much of their identity is about not being the Yankees. So it might have to do something with that.
No,
but I don't know.
Meg knows it, and she's told us in the chat they got their orange from Giants orange and blue from Dodgers blue, because both of those teams left in the same year, and then the Mets came in.
Oh yeah,
I know Meg, and Meg is from Queens, and
I'm
I
from
think
Queens too, and I did not know that. So bravo, Meg, nice work.
Our true sports fans revealing their colors, as it were.
Ah, nice.
Or all about the puns here at Quiz Night America.
Much appreciated.
Question number 6 is multiple choice. Which of the following female comedians is not born in New York City? Is it Amy Schumer, Sarah Silverman, or Whoopi Goldberg? There's only 3 choices. Which of them was not born in New York City?
I took a stab at this one. Guess we'll see.
You've got a 1 in 3 shot. That's the beauty of this question. Yeah. So Dara, who did you pick?
Sarah Silverman.
I can tell you that the answer is Sarah Silverman.
Yay!
Who was born in Los Angeles. So she is not a New York native. Oh, I lied to you. She was born in New Hampshire, which is very far from Los Angeles.
Okay.
But that's, I believe, where she now lives.
I think there was a similar
things, then don't.
Yeah, I think there was a similar question like that where the wrong answer was, or the correct answer, but the person not in New York was Adam Levine, and he, I believe, is from Los Angeles. But of course, now he'll be from Colorado, and
yeah, he's definitely from Los Angeles, and it's definitely what I was thinking of. And we're not going to look it up, so we can't possibly be wrong.
Exactly.
That's how facts work. Question number 7. In what year was the Statue of Liberty dedicated? Was it 1866, 76, 86, or 96?
Yeah, that's another stab I'm taking here. This is what happens when you pay attention.
These history questions.
I am so bad at history. Like it's embarrassing.
It's Andrew, what did you choose for the answer?
I chose 1876 because it would have been the centennial. I was just taking a guess.
That was what I was going to go with, but then I changed it at the last minute because
what did you change it to?
The one right under it, 1886.
Cullen, what was your choice? I think it was 86 as well. Okay. I always go C.
In this case, it would have served you well. It was 1886.
Yes, amazing.
42% of our players getting that right.
Nice.
Yeah, and here we are at question number 8. Now let me check the scores and standings quickly. I can tell you, Squirtle Squad has jumped ahead by leaps and bounds.
Nice.
They are currently in first place with 35 points.
Woo.
Yeah, well done, Squirtle Squad.
Nice.
I adore them. They're lovely. They're lovely humans. And so thank you guys for being here and thank you for playing. Well done on this well-earned victory. But Dara,
yeah,
you're in second place with 26 points.
I'm not even sure how that happened, but okay, cool.
I am tied with Banana Phones in third place with 25 points. And so question number 8 in this round might determine a lot. We also have a tiebreaker just in case we need it. But here is question number 8 in round number 4. Put the New York City boroughs in order from most to least populous. You get 1 point for everyone that you get correct in order. So, folks, this is it. I can tell you the 5 boroughs if you'd like to know them. They are Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, Brooklyn, and the Bronx. Oh, sorry, I just touched my microphone there. Those are the 5. What is the correct order for them? The timer is running. Let's see how folks do.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. It's like I think I know it, but I'm
I believe in you.
I don't know. It's the first two that always get me. I'm always like, I feel like I know this, but I think I'm.
Yeah.
We'll see.
All right, here it is. This is the big reveal. The answers in the correct order from top to bottom.
Woo!
Are Brooklyn, then Queens, then Manhattan, then the Bronx, then Staten Island.
I was so close.
Crushed it.
See, I needed to invert those top two.
That's, it's a toss up.
Yeah, I could have sworn it was Queens, and then I was second guessing, and I was like, it might be Brooklyn because Brooklyn's huge too. I don't know. Oh well.
Queens is the largest by land. Brooklyn is the largest by population.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was because I remember seeing that somewhere, and I think that's what confused me. Oh well.
So if Brooklyn were its own city, independent of New York City, it would be the fourth most populous city in the United States, behind New York, LA, Chicago.
Interesting.
Yes,
I thought Houston had more people than Brooklyn at this point. But anyway, who's counting?
It's
not like we did a census.
Yeah, it's not like I could have confirmed that from this question that I wrote. Anyway, so let's take a look at our scores and standings. Do we need our tiebreaker? Let's run it anyway. We've got a few times just ties through the leaderboard. So question number 33, the tiebreaker question, is a number, and all I'm looking for is people to be closest to that number. And if you are closer than the person you're tied with, you place ahead of them. Tell me, folks, how tall is the Empire State Building from the ground to the tip? Staying with our New York theme.
Jason, this would be in feet.
I have no idea.
Yes, in feet. In feet. How tall
Very,
is the Empire State?
quite.
Yes.
I can't be the only one bummed out on this particular feed that when you look at the skyline now, and it used to be that the Empire State Building was so prominent, and now maybe it's because I live north of it, where I'm in Central Park a lot, and it's just the other buildings. I don't like it.
Yep, I agree.
Interesting.
It looked the same like after 9/11 for 10 to 12 years. And then as soon as the Freedom Tower was done, it was like that pencil box went up on Madison Avenue, and now all those other superstructures are going up. It like completely looks differently, and I don't love it. So that's the curmudgeon in me of a New Yorker of 13 years.
That's how you know you're a New Yorker, is it's not as good as when you arrived.
Yep.
So true.
Very true.
So folks, let's take a look at our answer for the tiebreaker question. The Empire State Building in feet is 1,454 feet. So I see some things that are pretty close. I see a 1,494. I see a 1,200. I see a 1,733. I see one guess that was 15,000. So that's just a little too tall by like a factor of 10. Chop off 1 0 and you're good to go.
I mean, they could have been going inches. That's
true. That's yeah. How much is that in feet? Let's look it up. 15,000 inches in feet is 1,250. So that's actually very close in inches. There you go.
And 1,250 is how tall it is. Its architectural height. So I think that the person is a genius. But they did them anyway.
Wonder who it could be.
Right.
Oh, goodness. All right, let's take a look at our final scores and standings this evening. Let's count up from the bottom. Everybody gets a mention at the end of the game, of course. So congratulations to Hello with 2 points, Steve Holt with 4 points, Emma with 6 points, Papas and Friends with 13 points. Also with 13 points, Where's the Cat? And I can reveal the cat has been here the whole time. Here she is. Hi, Trogdor.
Trogdor? Yes.
Trogdor, the Burninator. Hi, baby. With 17 points in 12th place, it's the Chicken Tender. With 18 points, Nate and Meg. With 19 points each, Corgi Fam and Cullen Shaw. With 23 points, the Italian Stallions. With 24 points, Meg and Nate. With 25 points each, a three-way tie for 4th place between Banana Phones, Julius Randall All-Star 2021, and the Crafttender. In 3rd place tonight with 26 points, it's Dara.
Who knew? Not me.
Me, I just announced it. In 2nd place with 35 points, it's me. And our 1st place winners with 37 points, taking it home, it's Squirtle Squad. I can also reveal the winning teams from each of our individual leaderboards, those who are supporting us here tonight. For Team Andrew, it's the Crafttender. For Team Cullen, it's Banana Phones. For Team Dara, it's Dara. And for Team Jason, it's Squirtle Squad. Kitty had fun tonight. She said, great game. Thank you, Kitty, for being here. Thank you all for being here. A few announcements before we wrap up. Number one, please follow us on social media. All of us, Andrew and Dara, let's say in that order, would you guys like to throw out your social handles and let people know where they can find you and what you're up to?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Dara
Andrew.
Oh, me. Okay. I thought so. My handle is the Crafttender with 2 T's in the middle. You can find me on Instagram. I do have some other channels, but that's where most of my work is done.
Yeah.
Okay.
And mine is at Skinny Pig NYC, and that's pretty much the same everywhere: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that fun stuff. Skinny Pig NYC.
Fantastic. Thank you both so much for being here. It has
Thank
really
you,
been such
guys.
a pleasure and a treat to have you.
It was fun.
I have
Thank you.
thoroughly enjoyed it. Of course, easily my favorite guests of the week that we've had on the show.
Awesome.
Perfect.
Awesome. I'm gonna let you guys hang out in the waiting room for just a second and do some quick plugs with Cullen, and then we can all hang out after the broadcast.
Cool.
All right. Cullen, hello.
Hello.
Another successful Quiz Night America in the books.
It was. We have guests that come on and do really well at trivia, and we're happy to have them.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'll say if you want to be a guest on Quiz Night America, let us know on social media. Tag us, follow us, tell us your interest and why you want to be on the show. You can follow us everywhere at The Trivia List. That's THE Trivia LIST. I'll drop it in the chat here and bring it up on screen for you. At The Trivia List everywhere. I'll also say that Quiz Night America is a free show, but if you want to help out and throw us a couple of bucks to help offset the cost of running the production for this, you can do so with the tip widget that is on your screen. You'll see it just below your answers or at the bottom of your screen if you're on a mobile device. You can tip us with Venmo. You can tip us with a credit card. If you want to support Dara and Andrew, just put their name into the field, and we can absolutely send that money toward them. Cullen, that's what I've got this week. Do you have any last minute announcements?
That's the show this week. We've got the movie quiz coming tomorrow with Chris Van Nelson. He runs a great show. If you're really into movies, it's a difficult trivia, but it's always fun to challenge yourself. That's at tmq.thetrivialist.com. The movie quiz on Wednesday nights at 7:00 p.m. Eastern time.
And of course, you can follow us everywhere on social media to find that streaming as well: YouTube, Facebook, and Twitch.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you everyone for listening. Thank you for those that played along live, and we hope to see you next week.
Yeah, every Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Join us for more Quiz Night America. Have a great week, folks, and we will see you next Tuesday.